Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love with us on another edition, man. Hey, the merch is up, though. We got new merch dropping as well. Gonna get some team merch coming here. Gonna have some Bears Breeze merch, some Bulls Breeze merch. So tune in with us on that. Getting the Bulls Breeze back cracking probably once we get out of training camp and get a little closer to the season. Nice. And then Bears Breeze, Steve-O Speaks rocking out on the Bears Breeze. Shout out to Steve-O, man. Appreciate you for showing love over there, man. Make sure y'all subscribe over there and tune in with Steve-O on that channel. All right, let's jump back into it, JC. As we talked about Caleb Williams being unjustly attacked. Now he ranks 23rd. No, I'm just
yeah, no.
Mike Sando put out his quarterback rating list, and he tiered it into 5 tiers, which I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The 5th tier just disrespectful, bro. Why did he do Kenny Pickett like that, bro? Yeah. So there's 32 starting quarterbacks. He added rookies in, and then in tier 5 at 34. He's just got Kenny Pickett down there by himself, and it just says tier 5, best suited as backup. Dang it, bro. You could have just left Kenny off the list, bro.
Yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up.
That's so disrespectful.
That's a personal shot.
That was beef. That was a Colin Cowherd. You know, he stuck his neck out for Kenny Pickett. That was Colin Cowherd beef right there. Tier 1, he has Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, both tied for first. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford. No argument from me. Tier 2 starts off Jaden Daniels, Justin Herbert, Jared Goff, CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts, and CJ Stroud tied for 9th. Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy. Tier 3, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, Geno Smith, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold, Drake May, Caleb Williams coming in 23, Bryce Young, and Kirk Cousins. Tier 4, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. Seems very apropos. Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy, which I don't even know how he's making the list. Daniel Jones, Joe Flacco, Anthony Richardson, Spencer Rattler, and then tier 5 all alone, Kenny Pickett. Do you agree with the list, Jordan JC?
There's a few names I would change in and out. I'm gonna be honest. In my opinion, I feel like when healthy, Tua is a little bit higher on this list.
The Tua hate is getting real loud. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just like, he's trash. He is what he is.
Yeah, no, I think he's a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have put Brock Purdy in tier 2. I understand he's at the bottom of tier 2, so that's kind of like the worst of the best in the sense. Like he could be tier 3 at the top, but I wouldn't put him there. Then, of course, just out of FGB, Jordan Love's a little too high for me at number 13. I'm sorry. I think he's going to be inconsistent
I respect the hate, but I can't. There's nobody on that list I'd put above him.
Yeah, I put Caleb above him right now. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's my meaty take.
I put Purdy above him. I would put him as the worst of the second tier.
All right, I'll take that then. Yeah,
I'd put Purdy above him.
Whatever can.
I can't put Kyler Murray above him. I can't put Rodgers above him. I can't put Tua above him. Trevor shouldn't even be on this list. He should be down there in tier 5. Can't put Geno above him.
That's your hate. That's your Colin Cowherd. You can't stand
No,
Trevor.
my beef with Trevor is that Trevor actually like loses his team football games, like just throws the ball to the other team.
Just gets paid more money.
And just got $50 million and nobody talks about it. Like nobody says anything. Like somebody say something. If I got to be the only one to say something, maybe it is me piling on. But he's not good.
No, he's not good at all. But you know what? Overall, I mean, and if we're going to get specific about the tier that Caleb Williams is in,
tier 3,
it explains that tier 3 is, it says a legitimate starter, but needs a heavier running game. That might be true about the Bears, and or defensive component to win. A lower volume drop back passing offense suits him best. Now, we'll see how that plays out this year. I think this is where you have the potential for Caleb to kind of get into that tier 2 status, because clearly Ben Johnson is not somebody that's going to just rely off a few passes or a low volume, I should say, of passing. It's going to be a high volume of passes. Obviously, he's going to get the running game involved, a lot of 12 personnel, things of that nature. And so I think as it stands now, this is respectable enough for me to say, yes, Caleb is right where he should be. with the potential to catapult into that tier 2 status.
Yeah, and I think, when you talk about the highs and the lows of it, where I see Caleb finishing out the season. Listen, Caleb, I don't think it's a he could be in that tier 2. I think it's a he has to be in that tier 2 by the end of it. He has to be in that at least the Brock Purdy, Jordan Love range. I don't know what Dak Prescott's going to do coming back. I mean, Dak Prescott dropping, it's because he didn't play much last year. Like Dak Prescott's again another quarterback who is, we throw him in there as the mid, right? I say he's the Black Kirk Cousins, but he is an MVP candidate. Like he's consistently been an MVP candidate, so I think he deserves a little bit more respect. But not playing, I'm not tripping on that. But Caleb has to be, with everything you've invested this year, with the improvement. Caleb, I will say this year, he's gotten something none of these other quarterbacks we've talked about in the history have gotten: an offensive line. Like, there's no question about it. Like, you got the best center available. You got a solid right guard. You got the best left guard on the market. You may have a left tackle actually in place, not named Braxton Jones. You might, like, literally neither of the last two quarterbacks can say that. You might have, in Darnell Wright, you might have a Pro Bowl right guard or right tackle standing out there in front of you. Nobody else can say that. So it is at some point this season, it does have to be like, you look like one of these top guys. You look like one of the best 15, 14 quarterbacks in the NFL. The tier 2 stops at 14 there. And I'd say you need to be looking like one of the top 13 quarterbacks in the NFL, and maybe even inside of that 13. Like, I don't think he gets to tier 1. I think those are for the gods. You got to go on a heck of a run to get to tier 1.
You got to be in MVP conversations.
You have to be the MVP. Like, it has to be like we look at Joe Burrow and go, you should have won MVP last year. Your team just sucked. Like, it has to be one of those situations. Pat Mahomes, of course, a football guy. Joe Burrow, football guy. Josh Allen, football guy. Lamar Jackson, football guy. And I'm just talking about on quarterback play, not everybody on wins there. Lamar Jackson legitimately threw 3 interceptions last year that were all three not on him. I've never seen that in my life. Like, you can literally, I think one of them maybe you can say was, you took a chance there. Literally, none of Lamar Jackson's interceptions are his fault. He did not put the ball in harm's way. He did fumble a lot of fumbles. There's a lot of fun, but he got him back for a lot of them. Matthew Stafford 5, I think, is interesting.
I think the recent play and his connection to a savant in what's his coach's name? I'm obviously forgetting it. Yeah, and like you're connected to a team, and now you also got Devontae along with Puka. Like that I think that is going to make him look really good for a couple more years.
You got to be healthy though. And I don't know what Stafford's doing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know what Stafford is. Like, has it? He throws 68 passes one day and then he's just not practicing at all. Did you fall back asleep, dude?
Oh,
you could have stayed in
the smooth croonings of Pat's podcast.
Oh, look at the croonings. I don't like that.
The funny thing is you're yelling and talking crazy.
Oh, bro, my kids could sleep through a tornado. My kids can sleep through a tornado, bro. Unless there's lightning. For some reason, the lightning is what gets them. But outside of that,
probably would start crying if you had like an ASMR voice, like if you were soft spoken, like
I am Pat the Designer. Yeah. But no, man. Like I got to give Sando his credit, and you know why I give him credit on one thing too. I know Jaden Daniels high up on this list, and some people may look at that and say that's crazy, putting him above Herbert, putting him above Goff, putting him above Stroud. Jaden Daniels won. Sando values winning, and I think that's why I can't look at anything that he said about Caleb Williams in this list and say, while I understand the reasoning behind it, and y'all know we've explained the reasoning behind it a ton, that's not what happened. Or I mean, like I shouldn't say that's not what happened. This is what happened. Like the actual, hey, yes, these are the reasons behind it, but he still lost most of these games. He still didn't go out there and finish out big games, whether it was because of the defense or him. He still had an overtime loss. He still had interceptions. You know what I mean? Like, those are the things that I think are I give value to this list because it does value what I think is the most important thing in sports, which is winning. And it values overcoming some tough circumstances. Because if we're being honest, right, there's a lot of people that would put Caleb probably in that tier 4 list where, you know, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, Daniel Jones, Flacco, Richardson, like you just didn't do enough. It wasn't, you know, you didn't do enough to make plays. I think that he's kind of right where he should be in that tier 3.
Yeah.
And I think his ceiling should be one of those tier 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. One of the things that you mentioned when you were talking about the tier 1s is the football gods, and Josh Allen being one of them. It's ironic that we've talked about maybe comparing the start of Josh Allen's career to kind of what Caleb is going through, where you can clearly see the potential, the arm talent, and all of the things that he can bring to the table, but it's not yet realized. It's not fully there yet because of either the team around him or he just needs to develop. And then just naturally more snaps, more times you see defenses, more times you can be comfortable in a scheme year after year, you're going to improve. And that's one of the things that it mentions under Caleb's when you kind of highlight his specific area on this. Talks about you saw signs and ability, and you saw signs and ability that scare you. One GM did say that I think that will come in time, meaning him being a very good quarterback. Maybe it is a little bit like Josh Allen early in his career, where he has so much good other stuff that you will live with some negative plays. And as he gets more snaps under his belt, that part will come. And so right now, a lot of people are skeptical. You know, they see Caleb as obviously a special talent. That is obvious, but then it's kind of, you know, teeter-tottering between, well, is he going to have a better chance at processing plays quicker? You know, can he get the ball out quicker?
Yeah.
Is he going to accept the small plays instead of always looking and searching for the hero ball and the throw down the field? You know, will he turn into that type of quarterback? And I think because you can look at Josh Allen and see the trajectory that he got on and how he eventually understood it and got it, I think that you can say the same for Caleb, that eventually he will put it all together and then start skyrocketing, and like I said, into that tier 2. His potential is still going to be tier 1.
Yeah.
It may not come in the next couple of years, but his potential can be a top 5 quarterback.
I had to go back to this comment to make sure I saw it right. Shout out to Gucci Finesse. Gucci always support the channel. Came out to the live event. He good people's man. He cracked me up. He literally, when we drafted Coastal Lovely, he literally did what he did when we watched the game. He said, I'm gonna go smoke this blunt. I'll be it never came back. It was amazing.
A little stressed out.
But now it makes sense why Gucci hate Caleb so much. He don't know how to evaluate quarterbacks. He said, how does it value winning? But Burrow is 2. What?
And like the best statistical.
Joe Burrow won 9 games last year with a team that was dog water.
Yeah. Had the best stats offensively.
That makes so much like I was like, man, like Gucci really hate Caleb Williams. I thought it was just a Justin Fields thing. He just don't know what he looking at.
And Joe Burrow's been a beast for years. Got to the championship. Like,
how you win 9 games with that team last year? By the way, that defense still look horrible.
Horrible.
And they put that starting defense out there against the 2s. That defense got cooked.
Shout out Gucci,
bro,
man. We still love you.
No, I love Gucci. I ain't gonna lie to you. He cracked me up. He truly was. Like, seeing it in person was one of the funniest things I ever seen in my life. That we drafted Coastal Lovely. Gucci said, "Let me go roll this blunt. I'll see y'all later." And never came. He never came back, bro.
He didn't come back.
He never came back, bro. He was gone.
Man, I'm going home.
Gucci, I think Gucci, didn't you used to be in here for the Bulls games too? And like the Bulls would get down when we do Bulls live calls. I think Gucci would be in here for the Bulls games. Bulls would get down like 20. He'd be like, I'm out. And then like they'll come back and Gucci be right back in. I'd be like, welcome back, Gucci. Oh, man. But hey, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Show love. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Let's finish it out with this. Man. Hold on. We do gotta do this right here. We are over 300 in the chat. 300.
Nice. Good morning.